Barnes and Leslie, we are the Morning X. Crash Clark on traffic, and something very special awaits you at the end of Leslie Fram's Sleaze.
Really explosive story about to come out. Matt Lauer's accuser, Brooks Nevels, detailing her alleged 2014 rape. She has a memoir coming out February 3rd, few days. Unspeakable Things, Silence, Shame, and the Stories We Choose to Believe. In the aftermath of what had happened. Now, Barnes, she said that she has painstakingly rebuilt her life. She's married now with 2 kids. But one of the excerpts that's out kind of goes back to she's having a drink with Meredith Vieira, and then Matt Lauer joins. She goes back to his hotel room, quote, drunk and alone with Matt Lauer, insisting on having anal sex. She woke up the next morning to find her, quote, underwear and the sheet beneath me caked with blood. And she said the pain was undeniable. It hurt to walk. It hurt to sit. It hurt to remember. Now, at the time, she didn't think that it was rape. She just said that's something that happens, in the dark. But more instances happened. Yes, it was consensual. And she is admitting, quote, there's a question I've been asking too many times, including Matt Lauer myself. Why, if an alleged victim was really sexually assaulted, would they continue a relationship with the predator? Why would they go back?
Man, I'm confused. So you opened to calling it a rape, but she was saying that it wasn't a rape?
At the time, she didn't think it was a rape. It took her years. She explained that it was her pre-existing relationship with Matt, okay? And it would take years and a national reckoning with sexual assault and assault before I called what happened to me assault. And so many people are saying she is so brave to put this out there and to be so raw and honest. And of course, we know what happened to Matt Lauer. But yeah, this book is coming out soon.
Interesting timing, because now he's out, or people are talking about him apparently making a comeback of some sort.
I saw that.
It's interesting timing.
What do you think about all the controversy about Bill Belichick being snubbed in the Hall of Fame? I mean, everyone's coming out about it, including Robert Kraft, who is just saying, he unequivocally deserves to be a unanimous first ballot Pro Football Hall of Famer. I've got a couple of more quotes. Obviously, the GOAT himself, but let's listen to what Jimmy Johnson had to say.
I think this tarnishes everything in the Hall of Fame. All of the inductees, everybody in the Hall of Fame, just because of 10 or 11 or 12 ignorant, jealous assholes who did not vote for him. I think it tarnishes everything about the Hall of Fame. If they're using the excuse of the Spygate, before they had the electronic communication between the sideline and the players, everybody was trying to steal signals. A lot of people would not admit to it, but every team had an individual trying to get the signals. They're using that excuse to not put Bill Belichick in the Hall of Fame. It is absolutely ridiculous.
People are getting angry about this. Listen to what Tom Brady had to say.
I don't understand it. I mean, I was with them every day. If he's not a first ballot Hall of Famer, there's really no coach that should ever be a first ballot Hall of Famer, which is completely ridiculous because people deserve it. If I'm picking one coach to go out there to win a Super Bowl, give me one season, I'm taking Bill Belichick. So that's enough said. There's nothing outside of that. Again, when it comes down to votes and popularity and all that, then welcome to the world of voting. And you may as well go, try out for the Oscars or whatever and, get a big panel to tell you if you're good or not. So it's the way it works. And unfortunately, he's going to get into the Hall of Fame. In the end, I'm not worried about that.
I think that's the point. He's going to get in, but he hasn't done himself any PR favors in the last, 18 months. Maybe that's part of it. I don't know. But yeah, he's kind of looking like a buffoon right now. And maybe some of the people that make the votes.
I wonder, well, now the Hall of Fame is saying, it's the new voting rules. But other people are saying, no, is it all the controversy? But I love that people are speaking out and they're kind of angry about it. Ted Lasso 4 is back. Jason Sudeikis will be back on the sidelines this summer. I love this take, though, Barnes. He's now tackling women's soccer. I mean, Hannah Waddington is back, Juno Temple, Brett Goldstein, Brendan Hunt, Jeremy Swift, all back. We're going to see what it looks like, but I'm actually really excited about it. Third season finale in May 2023 has not been back, but it's coming back for the fourth season in March. And he's coaching women's soccer.
I got to try to get back on that show. I just, after the first season, just lost interest. But I know everyone loves it.
Another big actress now again doing a streaming service show. Anne Hathaway. Of course, she has before, but they're going to go ahead with To Fear Not. It's a 6-part limited series with Anne Hathaway as both star and executive producer. It's based on a 2023 Vanity Fair article detailing the true story of serial killer Stephen Morin and his complex relationship with the person he kidnapped, Margie Palm, which, don't they call that some sort of syndrome? We'll see. But I love that Anne Hathaway is doing this. I think she's a brilliant actress.
Yeah, and right now it's all about serial killers and heists.
You are so right.
The theme right now just rolls on. It's so funny how for months a certain theme will pick up and just people run with it.
A full trailer for How to Make a Killing was released this week. This is a dark comedy thriller with Glenn Powell. When I think of Glenn Powell, I do not think of a dark comedy thriller. It is a man who must eliminate his relatives to inherit their wealth. It's a remake of the 1949 British black comedy Kind Hearts and Coronets, coming to theaters February 20th.
So are you living in the city now?
Yeah, I do. A little outside of it.
Since the day I was born, my mother told me we were different. Yes, she had been disowned by her family, but someday I would become the sole heir. I just had to wait for all of them to die. There were 7 of them. 7 rich pricks between myself and $28 billion.
Well, call me when you've killed them all.
There's a rumor out there that money doesn't buy happiness.
You're still poor, assholes!
Dead wrong. Money does buy happiness.
There you go. Glenn Powell. Also, Margaret Qualley, Topher Grace, Ed Harris, in theaters February 20th. Again, How to Make a Killing. Barnes, I know you'll like this. Savannah Guthrie had an interview with Serena Williams on the Today Show. It kind of took an uncomfortable turn when she asked about her possibly returning to professional tennis.
But why did it I saw this, and if you're going to go on the Today Show, don't you think if you're known for being like one of the biggest Grand Slam female winners of all time that they might ask that, especially since you've been popping up in tennis conversations?
I'm kind of surprised.
Are you returning to professional tennis?
I mean, really? Are you asking this on the Today Show?
Yes, I am.
Oh, my gosh.
They'd kill me if I didn't. Tennis
Really?
Nation, all your fans.
Oh, my goodness.
Well, yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Is that a no?
Is that a no?
Well, now you're making me feel like you're
people on the set are laughing. This is distracting.
Okay,
you're
but
distracting us over there.
Okay, but you didn't say yes or no.
I'm just having fun and enjoying my life right now.
Okay, but that's not a yes or a no.
That's not a yes or a no. I don't know. I'm just going to see what happens.
That's a maybe to me.
That's not a maybe.
Well, I'll see what happens. It's not a no.
I have 2 kids. I'm a full-time stay-at-home. When I filled out the form the other day, occupation.
Okay.
Housewife.
Okay, but you did re-enter.
Did
So
I
you're saying
re-enter? I
there's
don't know
a
if I was
chance.
out. Listen, I can't discuss this.
Well, yeah, you can. That's why you're there.
So surprising. You know what? Maybe if Gavin Rossdale asked her, because didn't she have dinner with him? That's so
come on.
weird.
That's just strange.
That's your celebrity sleaze.
The CJ Pearson Show.
I'm CJ Pearson, and I'm the host of the CJ Pearson Show. Every week, we'll take on the biggest cultural, political, and moral battles in America head on.
From a perspective you won't hear on mainstream media.
No spin, no filters, and no apologies.
Straight talk and fearless, real perspective.
Family, faith, country, bold truth, real conviction, zero permission. This is the CJ Pearson Show.
The CJ Pearson Show. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.